Hi loves, welcome. This is Ray with Gotham Paper and I'm so excited to show you this gorgeous croc planner that I recently discovered. I mean, it is right up my alley as far as a good monochromatic planning type situation that I like to do so much. I was going to pop on here and just do a quick flip of this, but then, I got so many requests for haul videos along the way. So I thought I would go ahead and do that too and share some of the items that I like to use a lot in my planner that are purchased items, not things like obviously my inserts from my shop and favorite things that I've made along the way, my planner dividers and dashboards and stuff like that, not including that. These are items that I specifically purchased for planning, so I will dive into that. But first, let's start with this lovely, who I think I'm going to be using this for my travel altar inserts. I'm going to try and shift everything over to this and see how I like it. Normally I move into the nudes for spring, but I might be moving into this and see how that goes. So this is an A6 size and it is rings. It comes with pockets and a loop, and I've already shown a photo of this when I was playing around with setups over on my Instagram. I made a Constantine charm and had it attached here. I really like the look of that. And it comes with everything you see here. So this is exactly how it arrived. It's got a pin loop, and there is another one if you prefer a snap closure as opposed to a magnet. The reason that I got the magnet though was because this flap has always bothered me on planners. I'm kind of in the minority probably, but I can't stand having some sort of obstruction here, and when you're planning, it's always in the way. And that's one of the reasons why I don't use rings a lot. But since this is a magnet, there's nothing showing here. So I'm thinking about just cutting this off. And that way I've got a nice place for my pen, and I don't have to worry about this being in the way. So I know that might be a travesty for some people. Like, no, don't cut it off. But I don't have a problem with cutting it up and making it my own. So in here, it comes with all of these stickers that you're supposed to put on these cash envelopes. This is what you'd call a cash binder, and I don't keep any of my finances in my planner for obvious reasons. If somebody discovers my planner, why give them the keys to the castle? The more personal information you have in your planner, then the more ammunition you're giving to someone if it falls into the wrong hands. So for me personally, I don't do finances in my planner. I track all my finances on white folders. That way later I can go back and easily reference that, and I don't have to try and hunt it down. Like, okay, what planner was I, what month was it that I talked to somebody? What planner did I write it in? That kind of thing. And if you'd like to see more on that system, I'd be happy to share it. I can talk more on that in a different video. That's fine. So it comes with all of these really pretty cash envelopes that are in black and white, and they are Velcroed envelopes. And ordinarily you're supposed to write, the date and information about the cash and your balance and all of that kind of stuff. But again, that's not how I'm going to be using this. So I'll just do a quick flip of all of these envelopes. I love that they've got a window. That's exciting. They have, the area for you to write something down. And I could have made these, honestly. Like, I could buy a cardstock pack of monochromatics. I mean, they sell pretty much all these patterns in a cardstock pack, but the fact that they came with this planner and this planner was already affordable, it was like an obvious choice. Like, why not? And I put everything to use anyway. So even if these had been, like yellow or green or something like that, I just would have covered them with paper and still used them. It didn't matter. Like, I always try to repurpose. But so that's all of them. And then it has the back pocket. And for the most part, it lays flat. And like I said, the croc pattern, just so pretty. I really, really love this. I am going to take all of these out and try to move over my travel altar inserts and see how that comes together. So I'll be sharing more on that in a later video. So I also own the black version, and these were purchased from different sellers on Amazon. So I didn't know about the white until recently. I had actually searched for quite a while last year for a white croc cover, and all of them were too expensive. And so I'm really excited that I finally found this one. And but the black one I found relatively easy, and it seems like there are plenty, and it's a magnetic loop too, and identical on the inside, exact same things. So obviously, you know, I know that I can shift inserts back and forth, and you know, they're interchangeable. So I like to use this one with my travel altar later in the year, and same goes for this one. When I was using this last year, this was driving me nuts. I'd already determined that I was going to be removing this one, so I have options, you know, maybe like spring and then fall, getting closer to fall, or move into my clear. I like to have options just for my mood or whatever. That's those for planners. So we've got those. And then I will shift over to pens. I got this as a 3-pack, and I liked the manga kind of style of these, and I liked that one of them was a black barrel. And of course, you got to have a good white gel pen. And I just put a sticker, a clear sticker on it. My Pilot Friction, can't go anywhere without Pilot Friction. Highlight erasable pen and erasable highlighters. And then my Hello Kitty marker. And I was kind of bummed that this isn't a true black. After it dries, it kind of fades out and goes to like a dark gray, but it's still really cool. And you know, you can't go wrong with black and white Hello Kitty. So I'm not a pen connoisseur. I don't do calligraphy and get all into the hype of pens. I actually, that goes for all planner stuff. I buy the cheapest planner supplies I could possibly find, because, you know, the whole reason I got into planning was to maintain finances and get my life on track. And I did not want to dump a bunch of money into a planner. And so I've always used stuff from the Dollar Tree and really cheap supplies online. And so even when it comes to planner covers, the only 2 planner covers that I have purchased and shelled out money for was strictly for business purposes. It was my Hobo Weeks and my Traveler's TN Motorm and pocket size Motorm. I specifically did those because those are 3 of the most popular used sizes for my shop, and I guess I could get them to show. So these 2, this is the TN that I'll put my sketchbooks in and take with me when I'm out and about. And my pocket size, I've done a flip for this on my channel. This is something that I didn't expect to use, but then I actually ended up using. So I've been using this as my personal one for a few years now, and it actually turned out to be a pleasant surprise. Hobo Weeks, however, not so much. I tried to use it for business tracking and absolutely hate it. So not for me, but that's a separate video. I'd be happy to do a video on all the reasons why I can't stand Hobo Weeks, if that would be entertaining for you all. I am not a planner trend girl. I do what works for me. And like I said, I don't tend to spend money on planner stuff. I'm more into art supplies and things like that. You know, I like to save my money and use it for building up my art stash and stuff like that. So if you see a planner that I'm using, chances are it was just a really inexpensive something that I picked up off Amazon. So these are the standard pens that I use. And then, and again, this is all just like planning. This isn't like art related or anything like that. I have a whole separate slew of things that I use for art supplies and stuff. So, so this triple pen set, they were all pens. I converted 2 of them though. One of them to be an X-Acto knife and one of them to be a glue dot pen, a glue pen that actually, like, you know, you can glue items with. If you got a previous sub box from me, then you will have received these in the mail. They were the clear versions, though. They didn't have, they weren't stickered like this. So the way that I converted it was I just unscrewed the barrel. And I added in the glue barrel. And then I did the same thing for the X-Acto blade. And you can buy the glue and the X-Acto insert barrels in jumbo packs on Amazon. Then this one I left as an actual gel pen. So I have a regular pen, an X-Acto, a glue pen, and then I have my friction, which, you know, erasable frictions, you're either going to love them or you're going to hate them. I can't live without my friction. However, I will say if you are in a naturally hot climate, this might not be the pen for you because it will erase if it gets too hot. So that would be bad if you were in your planner. But again, I can't live without my my frictions because the ability to erase, you know, if you put something in the wrong section of your planner, you know, the ability to erase rather than cross out. I don't like crossing stuff out and all of that. I like the ability to erase. So that is key. So, and then this is the pen I predominantly use for my blackout spreads in my planner when I do that. So this is all I really need. I consider this pretty minimal. You know, I don't need a lot of things in my planner. If I add too many things in my planner or get too crazy with spreads, you know, with stickers and washi and all that kind of stuff, then I lose sight of my planning. So as far as planner supplies go, I love dot stickers. I have these in several different sizes. It comes on a roll, and I will just cut off whatever I need, like this, and then just slip it into a pocket. Page flags, these are clear, and you can write on them with the Pilot friction, which does erase off of it as well. You can also, of course, write on it with any gel pen or marker or, you know, whatever you have in your stash. And then I've got the matching clear sticky notes, which I use quite a bit in a variety of different ways. Black sticky notes. And these are also clear sticky notes. And these I will just take a section of them. You know, I don't use this whole thing and put it in my planner. I'll just take a little section and peel it off, put it on a clear divider, and use it throughout the year. This notepad is amazing. It is perfect for just tearing off a sheet and disc punching. For me, I use A5 size planner, so, you know, just punching this is great for me. If you have a smaller planner, you could cut it down and then punch it. You know, it just depends on the planner. And they have several sizes of this. It's not just this size. They also have several other productivity ones that I like every once in a while, but I wouldn't consider it my frequently used. Like this video is just like frequently used stuff, but I will show you. I did get this one too, and I have cut it in some cases and punched it. Other times I have just folded it and punched it. It just depends on, you know, if I have a special project that month or something. Normally, I don't over plan a whole lot of things, and I can get by with just a month on one page. and I don't need this weekly breakdown thing. But there are some times, like if I'm doing a subscription box or something like that, then I do plan out heavier tasks throughout the week. So it just depends on what I'm doing. But I do like the minimal look of these, and all of this is on Amazon. This is the other paper that I get. You have probably seen this on my channel already if you've watched my journal with me spreads, the blackout journal with me spreads. This is what I used. It's the disc punch version. They have other versions as well, but for my travel altar, I like to just cut it down to the size that I need. I just take an existing sheet or an existing insert that I've already made for it to measure it out. Or other cases, I have taken my template. These are my freebie downloads of all the popular sizes of planners, at least the popular planner sizes that I get asked the most about. So you've got Pocket, Personal, Mini, HP, and A5. And so it has these guides, where you cut it, these crop marks. And so usually what I do is just line it up to the edge, and then you've got your marks here. So let's say mark the bottom and the top right here. And since it's stock grid, it's kind of easier to line up. And now I have my personal size insert that I can punch and put in my planner. So the punch that I use regularly for personal and A5 is Rapesco. And these come in a ton of colors. But I like this one the most because it's something that I can hold and punch easily. I don't have to put a lot of strength into it. Some planner punches are really hard to use, and I'm not the strongest person in the world, so. So now I've got my sheet in here. And the other way that I like using this is collaging. You could print like several of these and you could just collage on it and then cut it out. Especially if you're using like washi, because you can go over the edge, with the washi, or like those really cool inserts that people do where they do a diagonal swatch of all their washis. That's cool too. And then when you cut it, it's already done for you. And you can print another one of these on the back. That way you have the template on both sides, so you can see, where to collage on both sides. You can also like spray this with inks if you're an ink fan like me. I love all kinds of crazy stuff. So, there's so many ways that you can use this. And then I also use these star stickers and black heart stickers to highlight special days in my planner. And I love toll inserts. These, there's two different styles here. There's the notes one, and then there's the project sheets. And you can write like the name of the project or subject or whatever, and then the date. This is what I use a lot when I'm brainstorming a new project. I'll just keep several of those in there. They also come in mini sheets, so I have those. I have a few of these task list ones by NatalieRebeccaDesign.com, but I get them through Amazon. Basically, if it's not on Amazon, I don't buy it. Like, I don't do Temu, I don't do third-party websites. I do all my shopping through Amazon so that I can keep track of what I have. And a lot of times I'll just go to my purchase history and type like planner or black and white or stationery, and it'll list everything that I've bought. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I do have that, and then I find it in my storage. So these toll stickers are amazing. I use those pretty much every month, and I have lots of these when they had a massive sale. It was like a 12 pack for $1, 12 sticker sheets for $1. Then I bought a bunch just so I'd have them, because you never know when somebody's going to discontinue something. So I wanted to make sure that I had that. I also love using these clear folders. They're double-sided folders, so they have a pocket on both sides. And so I will use those quite a bit, either in the middle or toward the end of my planner, so that I keep my extra stash of stickers or whatever in there. Usually it's just, my deco stickers on one side that I use for, like I said, highlighting. And then the other side is usually quick reference things, like important paperwork or something that I need in there. And then I also have these tabs that I've talked about before. I go back and forth in using these. So every year I always have a dashboard for my dividers. Sometimes I will use my laminated ones. Sometimes I will do the combination of vellum and laminated dashboard underneath of it for that quick reference notes I was talking about earlier. So these come as a black divider. I have just used double-sided tape and put this dashboard on here for my shop. And so all of my dividers in here, I did the same thing. So it's just a solid black. This was from MuseLab. And I just do a double-sided tape for that too. And I've had these dashboards for several years, other than a couple that I recently updated. I've been using these same tab dividers. I'm switching in and out with those other dividers for years. So this one's another collage that I did on one of those tabs. So I can share the link for these tabs as well. And then sometimes I like to use this divider, my currently divider, and this came in a Happy Planner set. And I only use this sometimes in here, sometimes in my other one, but this is the only part of that kit that I use for planning. The rest of that kit I use in my Book of Shadows that I'll be doing a flip through for, so be watching for that. For markers and stamps, I use black and white Posca, a eyeliner stamp, and a black Sharpie, and a Wet Erase Expo. So the Expo and Sharpie I use on laminated dividers to make my lists. And I've shown in a video before, but if you haven't seen it, I'll show you real quickly what I mean by that. So basically, you could just write a list, like what you need to do, whatever your to-do items are. Now, if you write with a Wet Erase Expo, then obviously you can wet erase it. I like to do my to-do lists in Sharpie on a laminate. I have several dashboards with lists. So like this one, I have over my stash, I have several dashboards that I've laminated. So I just take 2 sheets and I put them back to back and laminate it. And that way I've got my list. So the one I'm currently using in this planner is pink. So all my list is on the other side of this. It's the same paper, just laminated back to back. And I also got that on Amazon. And it was 6-hole punched, but all I did was put some hollow tape, hollow washi over it, or just punched it. But the cool thing about writing on a laminated sheet with Sharpie is that you can just take an eraser and completely get rid of it. So if I'm on the phone and I don't have a sticky note nearby or something like that, I always have this in my pen cup sitting right next to my keyboard. So I can just grab this, flip to whatever laminated dashboard I happen to have in here. Pretty much all of my covers, I just write wherever I can find a laminated dashboard and write down my quick notes of whatever I need and then transfer to whatever. So that is like a great planner hack tip. Like I said, I've shared that before, but if you've missed that video, that's why I have laminated covers throughout for each section, is because, you know, if I'm in my project section and I'm working and then I need to write a quick note down or something, then I know I can just hop to that laminated dashboard and put my notes on it. And if you like this dashboard and this one, I have like a whole set of Louis Vuitton. I will leave the link for those dashboards for you as well. And these skull erasers, I bought in bulk on Amazon from a party distribution company, and you get like 150 for $3 or something. I don't know. It was insane how cheap it was. I don't know what the cost is now, you know, but that's how much they were when I bought them. So Posca is black and white. These are paint markers and they dry permanent, but you can also use them on a laminated dashboard, and you know, they wipe off with like a baby wipe, or you can scrape it off dry. They are non-permanent to laminated surfaces too. And then this one I actually bought to use for my face, but I ended up being allergic to it. So now I use it in my planner, and I have moon, stars. It came in a 6-pack, I want to say. So I keep the moon one in my planner pouch. That is this guy. It has embossed skulls on it, and I've just put one of my buttons on here from last year's subscription box. And it's where I keep, you know, my stash of miscellaneous pens, pencils, things like that I've collected over the years. I always take this with me when I have a pen or an eraser or something. I'm still a huge fan of the Nevermore eraser. Use that all the time. But I'm only talking about monochromatic, frequently used stuff right now, so that one doesn't count. The only other types of stamps I use in my planner are these, and these are great for like bullet lists and notes or headers or decoration or whatever, you know, just whatever I'm doing on my spread. So we've got the star, cross, moon, and the bat. The bat is running out. If you've got an order from me recently, then you will recognize this on the packing slips. That is what I send out just to decorate and write my little note to you guys that I'm very thankful for the orders. So I use these in my planner quite a bit. So all of these and these pens, the glue pen and the X-Acto marker, these are all in a pen cup next to my keyboard, and that way they're at the ready and good to go. So the last thing that I use quite a bit is this set of clear stickers. So I use my moon planner as my main inserts, and it's my month on one spread is undated. So sometimes I like to use these, you know, if I have the time to put the date on. Most times I just write it in, but some months, you know, I have extra time and I want to actually use a sticker. So that's where these come in. And there's so many variations of fonts and that kind of thing in here. And it also has, if you're using it for personal planning, I do mine for business. So I don't really use a lot of these except for like the tasks to do, that kind of thing. But it has meals, notes, goals, tasks, to do, health. And then these are great for not only planners, but bullet journals too. You know, tracking water. Habit tracker, grids, and sleep trackers. Checklists. These are all independent checklists. More habit trackers. These are cool. Kind of look like spider web. That's what I use them for. They're supposed to be for tracking, but that's not how I use them. The water bottles, different weeklies, headers, and then upcoming, gratitude, weather, important, self-care, exercise, priorities. So quite a bit in that pack. And I miss the icons. If you're an icon fan, follow these. And weather. So this was a good deal considering like how many you get in a pack. So that was a good deal. So other than that, that is pretty much all I use as far as store-bought items. The rest of my planner consists of what you see in the flip. It's all my inserts, my dashboards, and things like that. So I hope that you've enjoyed this little kind of mini haul. It's not really, I mean, it's a haul in the sense that I did buy the items, but they're not current. It's not a current haul except for this guy. This one is current, but the rest of this, I've been using these for years. So I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I will be back with another video once I get this all set up so I can show you kind of how I do that. So I hope you all are doing well in your planners, and I will see you on the next one.